Hey, it's Nick, and welcome back to the channel, and here I have LEGO Transformers Generation 1, Deadend. Now, this guy is a little bit simple. A little bit more simple than some of my previous guys. Let's do a quick little 360. You can see that there's a lot of parts of him that should be the dark maroon, the dark red color, but they aren't. That's because I don't have a lot of dark red pieces. Or maroon pieces, and some of them I just don't think come, like these bars over here, and I don't think that bar comes in that color as well. But I tried to get the stripe going across the windshield, and I think that's a pretty good look. Some things are miscolored sort of purposely because of where they appear in robot mode. This is the shoulder, so that kind of has to be that color, and stuff like that. Now let's do a little size comparison. Here he is next to a minifigure. And I know I said I was moving to 8 wide, but this is a 6 wide Transformer. So he's a lot smaller. Here he is next to the Legacy Toxitron G2 Deadend. I roughly based the transformation off of this guy, but also off of the Combiner Wars version of him. I do not have the Combiner Wars version of him, but who really cares? That one kind of sucks anyways. And yeah, on to transformation. Pretty simple. I'm not going to do any of the music. I'm just going to kind of go through it because of how simple it is. I'll probably adjust the camera though. A little bit higher up. The arms kind of accordion out and down. And then the whole like leg transformation is a little bit interesting. Let's collapse up the backpack. So there's a little tab that connects the two legs together, and you just kind of gotta shimmy that apart like that. And then the legs will come out to this side. Let's move the arms out of the way. These like leg door panels will open up, and then they'll slide down like that. Probably open up this side as well, make it a little bit easier on myself. And then that closes up, kind of revealing the foot. Swivel at the waist. Excited I got that in, so he's kind of got all of the standard articulation that he needs. There he is, pretty much in robot mode. Now you'll notice he's kind of wonky looking, and that's kind of because he's got a major gimmick going on, which limits how good I can make him. Articulation wise, he's got universal joint at the head, so you get all sorts of range there. Ball joint here, but you could also use this joint as your shoulder as well, or the joint that's further in, but like you're not going to do that. Under 90 degrees of bend, ball joint at the elbow as well. Nothing at the wrist, obviously. Waist swivel, and if you move this down, you can get an ab crunch, but you also sacrifice leg mobility. Ball joint at the thigh, sort of get an upper thigh swivel, but it's more like a Black Series where you get an at the knee swivel. Where did this detach from? I'm gonna take it more apart so I can put it more together. Anyways, so your thigh swivel is actually a knee swivel, and then not dedicated, that's actually a transformation joint. There's your knee. You get a wonky knee because he's got a cool special ability related to him. And I just realized that I don't have any of my robot mode comparisons, so I gotta grab those. So, minifigure. There's that scale for you. And here we have the deluxe class, so he's about a Voyager sized, or like a tall deluxe. Hasbro would sell him as a Voyager, maybe even a liter. Here he is next to another one of my like standard sized car transformers. This is Barricade, he's an 8 wide guy. But anyways, there's that. Now let's get into the interesting thing with this guy. You've probably noticed he's got a wonky looking chest. That is because within his chest there is a Technic ratchet joint, which means that he can combine with others. So let's get him into his arm mode. I think these are good. These go up. Let's do the arm mode first, because that's the mode that Deadend is supposed to have. That's not supposed to come off. That goes at that angle. This isn't supposed to come off either. So that goes like that. Arms. Why is everything breaking on me? That's something I definitely don't miss about Lego Transformers making, is everything kind of just falling apart on you. So that closes up, and then this can go over top. So here is the arm. I believe Deadend is supposed to be Menassor's left arm. You can move the Deadend's arms like this, or have them out to the side like that. I kind of like them like this. So for this arm mode, the hand would attach here, and then this is where your shoulder joint would connect to. So yeah, we get a swivel here at the bicep, and then we use the thigh, or the thighs of the robot mode to be our elbow joint. And it's also technically a double jointed joint due to the knees as well. So hand would go in here, and that would be your deep elbow bend if this guy was attached to a rest of a robot, or of a rest of a combiner. There we go. So yeah, there is arm mode for him. Now if I do end up making the rest of the Stunticons, which probably could happen, they're probably going to look very similar to this. It's going to be kind of a Combiner Wars situation where everyone kind of looks very similar to each other, which I think is fine. I mean, you don't have to make it more complicated than it needs to be. Try to get this guy into robot mode again. But this guy was kind of fun to make after a while, just like a little simple guy that I didn't have to think too hard about. But here he is, Deadend. Don't expect the rest of Menasor, but I do kind of want to make Menasor, so it may happen, it might not happen. Don't be disappointed if it doesn't. And yeah, thanks for watching. Check out the LEGO Transformers playlist. Follow me on Instagram, all the other stuff, like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next video.